Hi everyone, welcome to Healings by Myrrh. I wanted to take this opportunity and this platform to come in here and talk to you guys about the elections. I know I'm going to try and keep this as non-political as I possibly can, which is going to kind of be difficult, but I'm going to take a more humanistic approach to this, right? More of a psychological level of approach. I wanted to come in here and talk to you guys because I get a lot of information, and then there's a lot of people, of course, that I personally find extremely, how could I say, admirable. Those lawyers that can become astrologers, or those physicists, astrophysicists that can now develop and break into the field of astrology and the field of intuitive astrology at that. There's something to be admired from that. I wanted to kind of point out because and again, I'm just a bridge, and again, I do not claim to be Galileo here. However, astrology took on like a whole new meaning. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but people weren't paying attention to stuff before the way they are. I wanted to talk about the Great Awakening, and we could talk about how the awakening in astrology is happening and the awakening in the conscience of people. Look at that. People want to know about themselves now because they want to guide themselves. They're listening to their higher self. I see so many people ask, natal charts. Now people want to know all about the planets, all about the stars. You see these famous people, smart people, PhD astrophysicists, leaving their careers with these great companies to jump on YouTube and talk about their love of astrology. And that's what led them to study and get these degrees in all these different fields. There's a great Argentinian lady who's a psychiatrist, and she jumped into the field of intuitive astrology. And she gives us that little aspect that doctor view, that psychologist point of view. All these different opinions from people that have mastered not just other healing arts, but have mastered the art of astrology, intuitive at that. So astrology is to help you. It's to better get to know yourself. It's to grow. It's not to reconnect with the old self. Remember, nothing is going back the way it used to be. Okay? It's for you to accept yourself and be okay with the shadow sides of you. Be okay with who you are and what you got sent here to do. All right? There's nothing wrong with that. Have pride in that. Have pride in everything you do. When you do, that's when gifts start opening. That's when you see movement and you stay in the abundance of the number 8, right? Which is the flow. I wanted to talk about how divided the politics is making us. That's what I wanted to talk about. Look at that. Jumped at me. I wanted to talk about how it's going to be very hard right now. I've learned a lot of information since my last video when I talked about the orange boy, right? I've learned some very disturbing facts from his background. And I came here to say that I am just now only feeling sorry for him. Many of my sources, so apparently he only has money because his great-great-grandpa during the gold rush era was great pimp, basically. They had a whorehouse, the California gold rush era. That's part of what these aspects are exposing, the ones that I kept talking about. His father and his great-great-grandfather, they all have this unresolved feminine energy. And why do I say I feel sorry? Is because that's all he's ever seen. It's a person who doesn't have earth in their chart, in their planning. I studied his natal chart. That's how you get to know someone. You study their natal chart. That's how you get to know yourself. And he's very detached from reality, and that not having that divine feminine in him has always left him longing for that. So my take on this is it doesn't matter who you're going for during these elections, because no matter what way it goes, it's going to be miserable. It doesn't matter who wins. We're damned if we do and damned if we don't, right? There's all these different expressions about it. Blood will be shed. Tears will be shed. People are divided right now. Friendships are divided. People in the street are divided. You know, I'm not going to lie to you. I see one of those, the flag, the Confederate flag, and I immediately get more scared than if I was in East LA right now, walking through the hood. I would feel at home there right now compared to some of the stuff I'm seeing. The world is shifting. Everything is shifting, you guys. Things will not go back to the way they were. And here's the thing about these, and I think I spoke about this a few videos ago, about these narcissists, right? About these pathological individuals who go through life judging and, they think they're correct. Again, you see these a lot with the fundamental extremists of pretty much any religion at this point. Okay, whether it be Christian or Muslim. And then you see them, the hypocrisy behind the whole, do as I say, not as I do. And so all of those structures are coming down. Why? Because they weren't unsustainable to begin with. The masculine and the feminine were not highlighted. They were not given proper channels. Right now, what has to happen is that we have to balance it out. So treat the energies like a young man. That's what the orange boy is right now. Just pretty much got stuck there. He was never shown any love. It's just really sad. I actually cried afterwards. I'm going to encourage you guys to do your own research. I don't like to push people towards any direction. So that's why I'm not going to name anyone or give any kind of credits or say any kind of, do your own due diligence, just like I do. Inform yourself. And you'll see that under all of that is just a scared little boy who's going to lose no matter what, because he's going down in history as the most controversial person and exposing, which brings me to the next part and the most important part of this video, exposing that whether that little boy is there or not, the cancer remains there. There's people that feel that way. This to me feels like the second part to the Civil War. This is what this feels like to me. It really does. It's like these people were so obsessed with their Civil War. I mean, they even have like reenactments in the South and all these strange postings and all these different almost sets of rules, right? I needed an interpreter in the South. I swear to God, my husband was the one helping me because I didn't understand them. It's a whole nother world. Again, due to my background and demographic, which I've explained numerous times. So yeah, I needed an interpreter. And so why am I bringing this up? Because this is the second part to this, you guys. These people have been fantasizing for a second part to this war. And I think they're finally going to get it. They got what they wanted. The country is divided. Okay? Now it's up to each and every one of us individually to step up. And say, hey, listen, this isn't whenever, wherever, this is 2020. Wake up. That doesn't flow. That's not sustainable. That's why it's falling. What's not sustainable falls, right? What's made out of lies or illusions, fog clears. There it is. There's the cancer. Whether Orange Boy is there or not, the cancer is there. Well, it's time to start educating people. That's how you get rid of ignorance. And hopefully with kindness. I always try to tip the white person a little bit extra because I don't want them, walking out of there saying a Mexican undertipped them or treated them rude or whatnot. I like to go above and beyond and listen to someone else's perspective and understand why they feel so threatened. Why are you so threatened about people of color having the same rights as you? This is, again, my impression on this whole thing is this is just a second part to the Civil War, you guys. I don't care how you call it or how we masquerade it or under what bill or under what banner or under what false pretense we're going to hold this whole movement. The fact of it remains that this is unresolved karma. The USA chart itself is sitting in all these Saturn returns. And Orange Boy had his when he was a teenager. He's about to have another one soon. But again, the fact is this. He's what it is that he has Midas's tongue. Not the Midas touch, but the Midas tongue. is what's on his natal chart. He's got a lot of Plutos in there, so that's why he's a highlight right now in the trending topic. That man has so many Pluto sitting aspects. Woo, poor thing, poor child. Again, which most of you would say, well, I just feel sorry for somebody whose ignorance stays at that level, and also knowing that he will never find true love because he never had it as a child. So that's where we're at, you guys. Please don't divide your families. Don't seek outside reasons to validate your inner existence right now. We are here right now, all of us. We've waited all these different lifetimes. We've waited all these different chances we've ever had to do something different. This is karmic, man. This is biblical. This is unprecedented, right? And what are we going to do? Waste it? Nah. By doing the same thing we ever did, and the reason why we're still here and we can't ascend and why we keep repeating life lessons, I'm kind of sick of it. I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of tired of it. There it is. It's a balance. Life is a balance, excuse me. It's all a balance. Don't give in to the fighting energies. Because that's what's happening right now. It doesn't really matter if you're, Scorpio, Libra, Leo, whatever. It's tough for everyone right now. And I'm going to tell you guys something else too that I heard earlier today, which actually kind of has me like, oh, no. You're kidding me, right? Well, I found out through my extensive amount of, research, because I love all of this stuff. This is actually going to carry on to 2024. The universe is not done talking to us or restructuring us. That is correct. You heard me correct. We actually start 2021 with a bunch of eclipses. Well, one. But again, the changes are coming. So what does it matter if it's this or that or what name I give it? The thing is that we're getting aspected. We're getting structurally moved by spirit. That's what all these dance of the cosmos is. And it's not an easy transition. This is no, Cliff Notes version of this. No, the inner work must be done. It must be done at your level, and my level, at your individual level, right? I've met so many amazing people, and shout out to the gentleman that has assisted me with my COVID test, COVID-free, by the way. It was an honor to meet your soul, sir, and I want you to know that there are some things I wanted to channel, and I'm going to do them now. And those of us that come into this life with these really big, hard aspects, like, parents that are addicts, or those of us that have addictions to things that go far beyond substances, like food and relationships. We're getting all the help and support we need. Stay positive. Okay? I love you guys, and shout out to everyone that assisted me this week. Blessings.